So the challenge for equitable economic growth, and I'm really referring here to rapidly urbanizing economies, is that when you look at them closely, most cities are driven by the needs of and in the interests of the minority. The minority is the politically connected and the elite. So the primary challenge and this is where we focus on the word equitable. To put it in simple terms, public authorities with their partners need to focus on the whole city, the entire city, and all citizens. Easy to say, very dramatically different when local authorities do it. That's how I would summarize the challenge. Cities responding to this challenge of more equitable economic growth and the difficulty, complexity of that is introducing a set of public policies that, in simple terms, look at the city from the perspective of the urban poor and then work accordingly. So this would mean addressing, for example, the provision of services, maybe even more fundamentally making access to land available, the absence of functional land markets, people able to access, inhabit affordable land, well located, possibly problem number one. And most fundamentally is recognize everyone's right to be in that city long term, so that you deal with them as citizens rather than as transient passengers passing through the city. Those are the fundamentals, that's the bedrock. Of course, the city itself needs institutions, but in policy terms, make public space available, both in terms of shelter, the reproduction side, as well as the production, the commercial side. So many cities have a majority of informal traders, making space, regulating fairly, being transparent about revenue, and being accountable for revenue. Again, I stress, simple stuff. This is the magic of local governance. It's institutions that work, it's fair policies that work, and it is accountability downwards, not worrying about upwards, that makes the difference. Firstly, we focus on small and medium-sized cities, not exclusively, but largely. That is a key part of our work. Secondly, we look at all of our work through the lens of gender. And not through political correctness, but because women are generally the best vector for economic development. And the third is that we look at this long term. No city changed because of the magic of a project over 18 months, but consistent change and institution building over time, matched with good policies, it gives you half a chance.